What is up, everybody? Josh here again, and today we have an Icarus Week 151 update. This week we have a change. They changed the reinforced wood to beeswax wood. We also get boss health bars and news of a new windmill coming next week, and some more things. Let's get into it, shall we? Icarus Week 151, beeswax wood. Reinforced wood is now beeswax wood, and they have health bars on bosses that are static. All they did was they changed the look and design of the wood, and it has the same stats as before. Also, they added static health bars for bosses, something they discussed a while back, and it's important in preparation for exciting upcoming content. This week we also have some notable improvements. They finally fixed 63 and the timeout issue with hosting prospects if the loading took over 60 seconds, and they also fixed long load times when hosting or joining games. They also removed a 180-second session timeout that sends players back to the main menu if they took too long to load. It was possible to see this on hosts and single player. And shields no longer block poison and miasmic damage. It only blocks melee and projectile now. This week is beeswax wood, which is the old reinforced wood. Going forward, it's going to be known as beeswax wood now. It has a new texture and shades, but the same stats as reinforced wood did. They did something similar to this with reinforced glass, and they wanted to do the same with other building materials or sets. If you do have some reinforced wood buildings with the reinforced alteration, it'll still exist on your prospect, but you'll no longer be able to craft those recipes, just the new ones. And if you've already unlocked the reinforced wood, you should already have beeswax wood unlocked. Now when you're inside a carpentry bench, you're going to notice that reinforced wood is now beeswax wood, which basically is just the fiber wood and beeswax. There's two ways to get beeswax. You can use the honey extractor right here, the B5 extractor. It will process honeycomb into honey and beeswax automatically if it's powered. It does require some power to do so. Or you could just grab some honeycomb and process it in a material processor or mortar and pestle, and you can make beeswax from the honeycomb. Then you'll just take the beeswax wood and fiber, and then you can make some building pieces and, do beeswax stuff and things. There's a few recipes in the bottom of the carpentry bench for you to unlock, and it does have insulation from temperature and plus 50% falling tree resistance. And this is what beeswax wood looks like if it stopped lagging. There we go. Looks like you got a little bit of wax in there with wood. I'm not personally a fan of it, but this is what it looks like, and this is what the inside looks a little better. I think the inside looks a little better. Looks pretty nice, like almost like a stained wood. A little waxy. It's nothing too impressive, I don't believe, but it's wood with beeswax on it. Yep. And then here's the poles and what they look like. So yeah, beeswax wood that was added this week. Also this week we get static boss health bars. So they work just like other boss health bars in other games, being present at the top of the screen when actively engaging a boss creature, and should help you manage these encounters more efficiently. Usually I just shoot it till it dies, but let's check this out real quick. So whenever you roll up on a static boss now, you're going to see a health bar, and that health bar is going to be right below your compass there. It'll tell you how much HP the boss has. Oh, I missed.
This wasn't an easy one, but
Nice.
you did it.
Ancient Shade. Interesting. He's got a name. And he's dead. Now we gotta get out of the small. Oh, there. Having my arrows back. Because I'm cheap. Let's go see if another sandworm's got a different name, shall we? And this one, is it Shatterstone? Shatterstone. Okay, your name's Shatterstone. Gotcha. So they have different names. Kind of interesting. What if they're just kind of randomly generated or something? I call them all dead, but oh, look, his name went away. Oh, he's back. So if you get so far away, it looks like it goes away. Tremors. He's dead. Alright, let's go make sure that my Moa hasn't died yet. Working on it, aren't they? Oops. Alrighty. Whoa! Gosh, your HP's low. Boy, I'm glad you survived, though. Oh, man. Screw off. You will survive. We got one left. We might as well go see what its name is, right? We're gonna put him up on this ledge here. And let's see what this one's name is. Shatterstone again. Okay. Interesting. That must be cousins or something. Not shattering stone anymore. And that's pretty much the bosses and their health bars. So now you'll see health bars above bosses, which is a really good addition to the game, to be honest. Also, next week, we're getting a Tier 3 Windmill, which is supposed to be a device that goes in between the Mortar and Pestle, which is Tier 2, and the Material Processor at Tier 4. So it's like a windmill grind, Mortar and Pestle type deal. This will allow for faster and more efficient processing of recipes and allow for a more suitable option as you level up. Needs to be placed outside and requires wind to generate mechanical energy for processing. Let's skim over to change log. You can actually now do simple quests and get dirt for use in areas where you cannot get dirt naturally as a reward. So you get a dirt as a reward, which is really neat. And now there is a kiwi fruit simple quest reward as well. So you could get both kiwi and sugarcane with the simple quest. So if you go into the simple quest, do the simple quest, and get a reward, you should be able to get an option eventually with these two items. Like they said, they enabled reinforced glass door and window. So yeah, right there it is. We have the reinforced glass door, and here's the window as well. Take a look at those. Just make them in your glassworking. Just make them in your glassworking bench. And yes, they do work in the old models. So this is the reinforced door. And what it looks like, the reinforced glass door. And you can just go through it. Of course, it's a door, you know? But yeah, it's a reinforced glass door. It's got these little bars on it, as you can see there. Totally doesn't go with interior wood, but... And this is the reinforced window. And it's just a window, got like a metal seal to it, and got this little rebarbs in it, making it look really reinforced. Oh, look. And in the distance, you can see the flashing... I think it's a render thing, but it's flashing water. When you get close, it doesn't flash, but when you're far away, it does. That goes okay with concrete, honestly, but I really prefer this one. Hey, can we get some zebra drapes? That would be awesome. Some different looking drapes. Yep, those are the two new pieces that they added. I guess they're new. Yeah. Nice. Checking out the fix section. There's supposed to be a new sound whenever you let a chicken out. They updated the Watermelon Plant Master shader. And it looks like they fixed Composition Bravo. And they added Workshop Animal Cryo Cage icons. They also added some tooltips to the map buttons to explain scanning more. And we'll skim over the future content section. Added Milk Can and Weak Sack Proxy. And their BP. As well as their placement proxies for the Windmill. And they future locked a failing attachment. Wasn't in, so it's not in now. It will be reassessed for future release. Setting up terrain quest prospect list faction missions for the Elysium map. And they're adding an open world and mission selection screen for Elysium. So the next map is going to be called Elysium. Looks like they're adding a level boost to 30 for Elysium. And new account flag to keep track of data. Looks like they even set up a basic version of the map. And they're working on the audio for the assault rifle. Here's some information about cows and how they do their thing. When attempted fertilization occurs, cows now become hopeful. While hopeful, cows' movement speed is reduced. Food and water consumption increased. If they are over 65% in food and water, periodically they will try to escalate to pregnant with a 25% chance. If they begin pregnant, the cows will sit down and need to be hand-fed and watered. Then prospectors can interact with them to help them give birth to calves. No trait inheritance yet. So it looks like we're going to be giving birth to calves and having to hand-feed them and water them when they're pregnant. They're setting up egg incubator and started work on upgradable chicken coop prototype. Glad they fixed this. Fixed issue where roosters would not tagged correctly and would try to fertilize animals other than chickens. Don't want them roosters going around fertilizing everything else. Looks like we're going to have talents and recipes for flamethrower and assault rifle. And chickens can now lay fertilized eggs if the chicken has been fertilized by a rooster. Got a lot of husbandry going on here. We got some roosters can now fertilize chickens, and rams can now fertilize sheep. And chicks are going to grow up into chickens or roosters. SK gun assault rifle tier 4. Talking about a rock golem again. Here's something people might be excited about. Added clay, obsidian, dirt, and scoria resource pack icons. Talk about a rock golem arena. Talk about bird spawns. Some kind of boss that's going to involve bats. Oh look, we're getting more food. Chocolate, coconut, carrot cakes. Recipes set up. Looks like they're going to be making cakes. And cakes are going to be able to be deployed. And then you could take a slice, but you can't eat the whole cake. You can just eat a slice of the cake. Oh, looks like they're preventing infinite building without stability checks in some caves. And we're going to be able to have cheese. Well, hopefully we can make burgers. That's it for that changelog. And as far as updating the Icarus guide videos and stuff on our channel, I apologize. I haven't actually been able to do that lately. I've been kind of on a rust binge, and I'm going to try to get at least 1 or 2 of those updated this week. Maybe a new one, or maybe just 2 updated ones. We'll see. Time will tell with those, but I am going to slowly try to work on those throughout the rest of 2024. And that's going to be it for this video. Don't forget, if you like what you see, to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Subscribe will get you weekly Icarus update videos just like these. And hopefully, we'll see you next time. Peace. I wonder if there's candy in there. I don't see any candy. Well.